Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's me, it's Summer. I wanted to do a video. I don't know how quick it is. I can't say I want to do a quick video, but I want to do a video on my OTS experience, my OTS application package experience. I can't say my OTS experience because I have not gone to OTS, but I did go through the application process from beginning to end. So I just wanted to do a video series on the packet, everything that was in my packet. I'll go into discussing the different components of the packet. So this has sort of been a highly requested video since I joined YouTube. I haven't been on YouTube that long, but for those of you who requested this video, it's about to go down. So guys, for those of you who requested the OTS packet video, here we go into the first thing that you need to do, which is to contact an officer recruiter. So if you're not familiar with this process, there are different types of recruiters. There are reserve recruiters, active duty recruiters, officer recruiters. So if you would like to go active duty Air Force, you will need to contact an active duty Air Force officer recruiter. So that is part one. You can't move forward without it. You can contact an enlisted recruiter, but they're going to direct you and probably pass your information on to an officer recruiter. Easiest thing to do is go on airforce.com, put in your information, let them know that you have a degree. They will link you to the nearest Air Force officer recruiter in your area. Okay guys, so the next thing that you have to do, okay, so now you've reached out to an officer recruiter, you're hyped, he called you back or she called you back. The next thing that they're going to do is send you a pre-qualification form. They're going to ask for your email address. The pre-qualification form will ask basic information, nothing crazy. Name, date of birth, height, weight, medical conditions. They'll ask if you had any legal or law violations, legal trouble. Have you ever been charged or convicted? They want to know everything. But right now, it's just like a getting to know you document. It's baseline, basic information. They ask about drugs, tattoos, hair color, degree information. That's key because they want to know, like, are you in the STEM fields? Do you have a degree in like psychology or art history? Or are you an engineer major? So they also want to know your GPA. The very last question on the pre-qualification form is perhaps the most important at this point outside of any like legal law trouble or if you're overweight. This question goes into, what do you think you can bring to the Air Force if you are qualified? What aspects of the Air Force interest you? And what Air Force career would you like to apply for? So this, it's in essay format. It's not graded or anything. It really kind of gives your recruiter sort of an introduction into who you are, what your vibe is, why you're approaching the Air Force, why you think you would be a good officer. It's really kind of, everybody's filling each other out at this point, really trying to get an understanding, because at this point you have not met with your recruiter face to face. So all that they know of you is the initial conversation that you had with him or her and this pre-qualification form. This will not necessarily knock you out of the running, but it could. I'll go into that in a minute. But this is step 2. Part 3 to your OTS application packages. I have notes, so cut me some slack. Alright. If you have not already started to gather documents, that's the thing that I would suggest doing. Start gathering documents. So you want to get together your original birth certificate, Your recruiter is not going to accept any copies of the documents that I'm about to list. So you need your original birth certificate, your original social security card. You need at least 3 official college transcripts. So they cannot be open. They need to be signed, sealed, and delivered. Let's see. You need original copies. You need your original degree. Again, your recruiter will make copies. You need your original marriage certificate or divorce decree. And you need official copies of any professional licenses that you have or any certifications that you might have. Your recruiter will need those things in the original form. He will make the copies and keep them, but he needs to see, or she needs to see, that these are the original documents and you're not like, doing anything shady. So that's part 3. If you are watching this video before you reach out to your recruiter, my suggestion is to get these documents together right now. When I tell you that was the best thing that I could have done, I was so thorough and so prepared. Have all your originals. If you're missing anything, make calls. You want to also bring your passport so he or she can make a copy of that. Have all of your source documents together. Put them in a folder. When you meet with your recruiter the first time, I'm telling you, they're going to be impressed because you're going to be thorough. You're going to be prepared. The other document, sorry about that. The other documents that you want to gather, if you have had any type of surgery, this is huge. If you've had any type of surgery or medical condition, I can only speak for surgeries because I've had one. This was the biggest pain in the ass, and you need to gather those documents. From the first time you went to the hospital, like for me, I tore my Achilles repair when I was playing volleyball. So I had the incident report from the gym. I had the documents from when I visited the hospital for the first time. I had so the incident report, the hospital report, and then with the Achilles repair, I needed to have my surgical notes. So my surgeon, he basically gave notes on, hey guys, he basically gave notes on like the full surgery, so the full scope of the surgery, what he did, any pre-op visits, I needed notes, any post-op visits, I needed notes. And this is the thing, you have to have in your report where it says final report, where your orthopedic surgeon, your primary care doctor, whomever, says, this is my final note for Summer or for John or for whoever for this particular incident or for this particular ailment. This is the final thing that I have to say. If your report does not have final notes, you are going to be in a shit, bro. If it doesn't say final report or final thoughts or final document, MEPS will send you back 10 million times before they conclude on your condition as to whether or not you can move forward with MEPS. So I ended up having to track down my surgeon. He happened to be in Philadelphia, thank God, and not like on sabbatical in India or some shit. But he was in Philly, so I was able to get to him. He examined me one last time, gave me a final report. He gave me, a certificate of disability, where it basically said, Summer has returned to all of her normal activities. She's good. She's clear to serve as far as I know, and as far as I'm concerned, she's returned 100% to all of her normal activities. Boom, report is done. Make sure you have that before you meet with your recruiter. It will save you guys so much time. It'll save you a lot of heartache and frustration in the process. Listen to me, trust me that I'm doing my best to give you the most accurate information based off of my experience. It will save you a headache, I promise. So, first thing you need to do is go to airforce.com, plug in your information, find your nearest Air Force officer recruiter, Air Force officer recruiter. Second thing you'll probably do with that individual once you make contact is complete a pre-qualification form. That form is going to ask you all baseline information, name, date of birth, height, weight, etc. Just making sure that you're ready to go and that you're not going to waste your time and the Air Force is not going to waste their time. After pre-qualification, my suggestion would be to gather those source documents before you even reach out to a recruiter, because you know you're going to need to have them. So have all of your source docs, birth certificate, passport, social security card, copies of your original high school diploma, original degree, college transcripts, any type of divorce decree or marriage certificate or any type of official document. You want to have the original document. So that's step 1, step 2, and step 3. I'm going to go into the next phase. I want to keep these videos short, so you know our attention spans are short, so I don't want to have it beyond 10 minutes. But so this is like part 1. It'll probably be like 4 parts to this, maybe 5, because it's so many documents and there's so many different little details that you need to be mindful of when you're pulling your packet together. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions on part 1, 2, or 3, drop them comments down in the comment section below. I'll see if I can find any links that I think will be helpful in this process. But I went through it. I went through the entire OTS application process. The only reason why I am not pursuing a commission today is because I had already been in this process for about 10 months before the civilian board was canceled. I really want to serve. I want to jump in there. I want to start the clock. So I just decided to go ahead and enlist. However, I got that information. So again, drop your comments and questions in the comment section, and I will be back with part 2.